Hey y'all, APG Jamie. Mostly because I need you to hear it.
And here we are for part 2. Yeah, isn't it exciting? It's so exciting. We got all this stuff we may or may not use, and the computer printed out weirded words that I said I printed out, and I'm going to have to pause my voiceover already so I can go fetch them so I can tell you what some of them say. They may or may not even make it in the journal. Well, really, maybe I should have started at the very beginning. This is part 2 of my Boho journal, y'all. And in part 1, I talked about some stuff that I don't remember what I talked about. So, anyway, I computer printed out some snarky, weird stuff. And here's what it sounds like. In case you missed it at the beginning of part 2, there is a flip towards the end and a photo montage. So, anyway, not everything that I computer printed made it into the journal. Let's see, nothing is on the first tag. The first page on the right says, reality cannot compare with imagination. Okay? And then when you flip that page to the left, there's a little hidden pocket, and there's no little snarky nothings on either of those. When you flip it the other way, the little thing says, I know there is more. I don't have to know what. Just know. And then we've got one that says, oh, sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? I love that one, y'all. And then we've got one that says, my feet stain green when I walk across the fresh mowed lawn. And another one that says, I want to fill this space with thought. I guess those aren't quite as snarky and silly-ish as I first, thought, maybe. I don't know. Any hoots, we're just going to progress right along. The video has been incredibly sped up. In most parts, incredibly sped up. In some parts, even more sped up. Okay? Because I had like a recording time of about 4 hours. At least. Okay? At least. And I've whittled it down to under 45 minutes. I know it's crazy fast, and I know a lot of people don't like fast videos, but that's just how it goes. This was not recorded live. Well, it was recorded live at the time, but it wasn't a live show. Yeah. So, on the left file folder insert, the first one says, pollen makes me sneeze in the sunshine. And you flip that up, and we've got that crane that says, we seek solitude, yet hide from ourselves in the busy we think of life. And then above the little angel it says, personal notes are in the first person. This is funny. Okay. And then you flip the other way, it says, words in a row make a sentence, yet they don't have to make change. I guess I should have said sense, but whatever. And then you lift up the little flip, and it says, be grateful for all your efforts. It is the lack of trying that is your only failure. And that's a quote by me. And then we've got that little tag that says nothing, blank space for journaling. And then we've got the little bird page with the angel in the pocket, which is a journaling spot. It says 2 things can be true. I like the color fuchsia. Eileen doesn't like pink. Both of those things are true. And then you flip it again and it says, because I do, you can too. And then on the last little page there it says, question yourself about your answers. Make you think about that one, doesn't it? I guess none of those are snarky at all. Not really. So as you're watching, I'm just moving along and gluing stuff down and inking stuff and not inking stuff and putting on glitter glue and all kinds of stuff like that, and just having a real good time. So anywho, I think I lost my place and jammed up everything, and who is surprised by that? Because the first voiceover for the part 1 was just crazy, y'all. Did it like 20 times. I don't know. Isn't that the fun of decorating in journals? It's kind of how you can get lost in the time. And, well, really, time doesn't even exist. You're just playing around and having such a good time and junk like that. That's what I think anyway. So I'm using that tear ruler, which I made myself by hand even. It's just a ruler, plastic ruler from the Dollar Tree. And I used a soldering iron and just melted little divots all down the ruler on one side and bigger divots all down the other side of the ruler. And I made a whole bunch of them kind of rulers because, you know, it was just silly, funny fun. And if you do that, you want to make sure you do that in a well-ventilated area, y'all, because, you know, you're melting plastic and you probably should better do it outside. So on the first file folder insert, I inked, before we started, all around the folder. On the second one, never even gave it a thought. I hardly did ink on anything. So, moods are different. The first file folder insert that I did is, in color-wise, is darker. Can I explain why? No, because all of this was done previously, a month or two or not five. What is the deal with 5? Anyway, a couple months ago, so there's no telling what I felt or didn't feel at the time. And I don't even know if my voiceover is going to be okay, because I'm either going to go long or short. Whatever. So I'm trimming up some, y'all seen me do this before probably by now. If not, this is what I'm doing. I'm cutting little thin strips of cardstock because I have the image, but I don't have an edge necessarily to fold over to bump my pocket, because I'm making a pocket, to bump the pocket up off the background just a little bit. Otherwise, it's really hard to get stuff in and out, okay? Just saying. So I'm taking those little thin pieces of cardstock and strips, and I'm going to be gluing them onto the back of the image I'm using for the pocket. Or it doesn't have to be an image. It could just be another piece of card. And so I'm doing that, and I put 2 or 3, depending on what I feel like, I guess, around. And I am doing 3 sides because, you know, pockets are open on one side, so you only need 3 sides bumped up. So that's what I'm doing, and I do that several times. I don't know if I do it on every pocket, but I do it on a lot of them. And since I just discovered that, I'm not saying I invented it, but since I started doing it, realizing that I don't like flat pockets, I just seem to do this all the time. If I don't have an edge to fold over. Because, you know, if you have an edge to fold over, it's already bumped up a little bit from extra layer of cardstock. Gosh, I hope that makes sense. I'm not even sure either one of these videos makes sense. IDK. So, you will see on the second file folder insert, eventually we will get there, that my finger is no longer entered. As I said in part 1, I don't even know what was wrong with my thumb there, y'all. Not my finger, but thumb. I don't even know what was the matter. I don't know. So, anywho, we will just keep right on thinking and looking at images and trying to decide what we're going to do. Thinking that little silver tag up there, I take that off because I don't even use that because I don't even know why that's there. And that's something else, you know, with your journals. You can put stuff in, you can take stuff out. You're like, well, that doesn't make any sense today. I don't want that anymore, so take it out. That's right. You can do that. And I do use fluid matte medium often to go over the surface. It seals it up. You can still write on, or at least the matte medium, the fluid matte medium I use, which is golden. And sometimes I do use liquid text, depending on which one I have in the studio at the time. And here we are bumping up another image. And I went through this video twice, edited it twice, because it's like, oh my gosh. And there are parts I left out because I made some paper clips. I didn't even put that part in here because it's like, wow, people, how long of a video? Well, I don't know. I watch recorded live streams and they can be 300, 400, 500 hours long sometimes. My goodness, I don't know. Okay. Bless my heart, y'all. It's been a while since you heard that one, huh? So, we're going to use this. This is a wrapping paper, y'all, and it is thickish, and it almost feels like handmade paper. I don't think it is, but it almost feels that way. But it's got like the gold on there is shimmery, but of course I go over it with the matte medium, and it loses its shimmer and just becomes a goldish color. But that's okay. I have it in an orange, and I have it in a dark turquoise-ish color. I don't think they're even the same pattern. Oh, look at that little die cut, y'all. Isn't that sweet? It makes a fun little border thingy that we're going to put on that tag. But I'll come back to that later. Hopefully I wrote down all the ingredients. I think I said that in part 1. I don't know if I even got all the stuff written down, because that's the problem when you have delays in working on projects and recording and life issues, and everything's fine, and you know, junk like that. So those stickers that I got there, I got from Zandra. Thanks, Zandra. From Paint and Paper Studio. paintandpaperstudio.com. She's got a store there. You can get fun stuff. You gotta hurry when she gets it in stock, though. Reasonable prices, just saying. Anywho, so I'm not selling, I'm just saying. Not selling, just saying. So we're gonna fine fussy cut that out and glue that on there, and that's matte medium, y'all. I just put it on there with my finger because I do that sometimes. Oh, but when it dries on your finger, it's the weirdest thing. It's not quite how glue feels drying on your fingers, but it's kind of weird. Just let me say so right now. Oh, goodness, pretty. And that wouldn't fit through the Xyron. It was just like, I don't know, an 1/8 or a 1/16 or a 1/4 of an inch too wide to fit through there. So I'm trying to round the corners, and then I can't round the corners because the paper is too fibrous. It's almost fabric-like. So I have to round it with scissors and pressing on. I probably shouldn't say too much about what I'm seeing myself doing on the screen because, again, the voiceover. I don't know. He can. In a few places in this video, y'all. He can. So, I sure had fun working on this. I'm not finished. I can pull it out and do more stuff as I choose. I sure thought I had written down and typed it and printed out more snarky-ish things, but so it goes. Silly beavers are silly beavers. See here, I put Matt Media. Oh, maybe no. Oh, the horse. Love that. Oh, and my images, because somebody's going to ask. I'm sure somebody's going to ask. I'm going to say 99.9% of all images that I used in this are from the Graphics Fairy. You can sign up to get their Friday freebies. I'm not promoting them. I'm just telling you, because that's what I use. I can only tell you what I use, okay? From Graphics Fairy, and they also have a membership site. Just saying, fun images, free. Did I say free? Yeah, you can't sell them, or or any of that kind of stuff. So don't do that. Just playing around with more paper and sticking it here and sticking it there, and we're still on the first insert according to my image or my screen right now, anyways. Okay. This is going to be a funny voiceover to listen to. I know I keep talking about the voiceover because I lost my timing and it's just all messed up, I'm sure, but how funny. Oh, if you don't want to listen to me, you can turn your volume off. If you want to speed the video up even faster, I will sound even more funny-ish. Or if you want to slow it down, because you can slow it down as well. Well, on some devices you can. That's a piece of parchment paper to help keep everything from sticking to where it don't want it be, where I don't want it stuck. Anyway, it can sound pretty funny either way. And I feel so discombobulated, much like the video. Oh, I think we'll stop and listen to the hum of the computer for a moment. Who said I couldn't be quiet for 10 seconds? Who said that? They was mistaken, wasn't they? Hope everyone's having a good summer. Safe and sound. Cool. Or warm, depending on, your location in the hemispheres. Because the northern hemisphere is summer and the southern hemisphere is winter. Just saying. Hey, Ken. Journal makes me happy. Oh, y'all remember that sound at the beginning. Where's my journal? It would get annoying after a while. Oh, like the bells. Oh, when I was in junior high, y'all, we would tie jingle bells to our tennis shoes. Oh, it must have drove the teachers insane. Must have drove them insane. But a little bit every once in a while. It's nice. You just never know what you're going to like sometimes. Just saying. Maybe you do. So, and I keep my stuff, when I'm working on projects, I gather stuff and put it in little baskets from the Dollar Tree typically. Depending on the project, I have some bigger baskets. So anyway, I have them, my stuff in the basket, and that way if I get drawn away from a project, all my stuff is basically contained in the basket, and I can come back and find the same paints and all the other same stuff that I was using on that particular project. That's the benefit of that. If you don't have basket, use the little plastic shopping bags or something, y'all. Probably getting ready. It looks like I'm making more strips on my view to make another pocket-ish thing. So, And I do recommend doing that, keeping your gathering for a project, or just keeping a project in one place. And in that way, if it's all in a basket and you're tired of it, it's like, oh, I'm not going to do that one right now. You can just put that basket somewhere else and move on to another project. You do want to finish your projects though. So every once in a while you should be like, where's my unfinished baskets, and let me get this junk done so I can get it out of my way. Stop thinking about it. Oh, then I can pet it for a long time. Like how long this video is. 2-hour video. It's not 2 hours, y'all. It's one of them pockets, y'all. I do like doing that. Now that I've discovered it, it is coming in handy, has come in handy, and probably will continue to come in handy. Just saying. How many more minutes do we got? 24 hours. Holy cow. I'm just messing with the tilt of these images. Isn't that just a silly thing? Do I want it to go this way? Do I want it to go that way? It's great images, y'all. Just make me so stinking happy. And I have lots of pockets. Every page has a pocket or two or so. We're almost ready for the second manila folder, file folder insert. Pretty sure about that. Here we go. Oh, we're going to glue our ribbon on our first insert there because we want to tie the insert closed. Why do we want to tie it closed? I don't know, because we did. So it's a skinnier ribbon than what we use for the actual journal closure. This is like one of those 1/4-inch ribbons. I think the journal ribbon was a 1/2 inch or an inch, probably an inch. See, there it is. Oh, now we're gonna put some stain on that paper. Remember when I said I wished I'd have used double-sided paper? Well, it's still true. I still wish I had used double-sided paper. Because now I'm putting some paint on there. It's a wash. The wash like we'd put on the pops or the craft sticks, or not popsicle sticks. Popsicles were never on these sticks. And I'm like, well, you can still see that white paper, so I'm gonna have to put some more on there. Just wait for it. We'll put it on there eventually every day. I'm liking the turquoise, teal, whatever you want to call it. Blue-green, even if you wanted to call it that, I guess you could. I guess you could. Heat gun, if you're seeing heat gun on your screen. Heat gun in the past, if it was in the past. Heat gun in the future, if it's in the future, y'all. Guessing game. Favorite glue. Gluing the insert in. Hopefully I've put a link in the upper right hand corner for part 1 of the Boho journal. And hopefully in part 1 I've put a link to the Boho journal part 2, which is what you're currently viewing, if you're currently viewing it. If you're not, I don't know why you can hear me talking. Y'all so funny, you crack me up. So we're going to smash that down in there. And we're going to clamp it all up. Not Joe clamp it. Jed clamp it. Not Jed clamp it. LMA clamp it. We're going to clamp it. Get it on there. Wiping glue off. Smooshing it, smashing it down. Makes me happy, y'all. How's that voiceover going? Okay, here we go. This is our second folder insert number 2 there. Oh, smart enough to put that on the screen so we'd know when we got to the second insert. Holy smokes. This one got more cut paper than torn paper, even though tearing paper up. Even though it's got torn in it. We didn't ink anything before we glued it down on this side. I don't know, because I didn't, because sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, and y'all know that about me. And that's one of your favorite things about me, You just never know if I will or if I won't. It's like what I'm going to say. I don't know either before I say it. And sometimes we find out together, and sometimes I still don't find out. Oh my goodness. Let's listen to the hum of the computer again, shall we? Has it been 10 seconds? Oh, people. I do appreciate you. And I really do. Your precious time, oh, it's so valuable, y'all. I hope you truly realize how valuable your time is and that you enjoy every single second you're spending of your time. Okay? Anywho, your kind comments too. I do like. Oh, I like those. Y'all so funny. I so appreciate you. Your shares. Have you shared a video lately? I don't know if I'd share this one. It's kind of long and pretty wonky, but you know, maybe it's my viral video. Get out me, couldn't it? Of course it could. So as you see, I round edges. Sometimes I don't, and I ink, and sometimes I don't. I use my favorite glue, and sometimes I don't. So it goes. How's our timing going? Absolutely not a clue. I could be talking well past the end of the video. I doubt that, because this video is like 20 hours long. 20 hours long. Oh, this one we're just going to glue straight down. Gluing straight down. So it can only have one little single piece of paper in there. Just saying. Just saying. Just put something on there. I think this is the one about pollen. I'm not sure. Pollen makes me sneeze. If that's what's on your screen. Oh, goodness. 5 more hours to go, people. Y'all know what? Do you know what? Musical interlude. It's a musical interlude for you, for me, just we. Musical interlude. That has been ages, y'all. Ages. I almost sung it in the first, in part 1, Boho Journal part 1 opening, but I didn't. Not quite. Okay, 20 more hours to go, y'all. Just 20 more hours to go. Have I mentioned how much I like the tear ruler? Okay, just checking. Have I mentioned my favorite glue? Okay, just checking on that too. Now, I know they are not a sponsor, but thanks for asking. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, just have as much glue as I ever wanted for. Almost, probably. So how you been? Well, what have you been doing? What have you been doing? Have y'all been watching #Same6 Wednesday? Maybe you should, because it's been loads of fun. And if you're watching this in 2021, it was loads of fun in 2020. I appreciate you watching the recordings. Did I say that already? I could say it a million times and I don't think it'd be enough. Art glitter glue. I like it. I like that paper too. It's hot. It is hot here, y'all. Summertime. Okay. I think we're getting closer. Can I see the tail end yet of the video yet? No. It's telling me there's 20 more minutes. How can that be? How can there still be 20 minutes left? Oh, let's put some more words. Y'all know, do y'all do that? Do y'all type up some of your favorite funny sayings and weirdness? You think of weirdness as in strange sentences and quotes and ideas you have? Y'all ever type them up and print them out? Because you can use that in your own journals, just saying. So, I do. Well, I told you that before. Some of y'all may have even gotten some of those things in Happy Meal. Just saying. They're perfect for artist trading cards and coins. Angels. Don't we just love angels? I do. I don't know where I'd be without my angels have to keep a close watch on me, y'all. They're like, you think you don't know what she's gonna say? We don't know what we're gonna do with her. And then this last little spread here, I think is like the fastest one, y'all. I think I'm getting tired of playing in the book, or tired of recording it. I think is really what it was. I'm like, how long is this journal book going to take me to finish? Y'all ever get that way with projects? I know you do. If I get that way, y'all get that way, because that's the law. That is the way it goes. I like this paper. Y'all got a lot of paper I like. I just don't use it often enough. Sometimes it's hard to make a choice what paper you're going to use, you know? Because it's like, oh, that's pretty, I like that. You're like, oh, that's pretty, I like that. I didn't go all the way to the bottom because it got a pocket. Flip that pocket. Is this the one the tag goes in? Because, you know, we made a little tag on each side. I can make tags and all kinds of stuff. I'd like to do a separate video for the paper clips I made because they're cute. I don't think I put any of them in this little journal at all. Even though I made them to go in here, I don't think I used any of them in here. I don't know. Just saying. I love the computer. You see, if I allow these pauses, then I can cut out some of the pauses if I overrun my time limit on the voiceover. Just in case you weren't aware of that. Now you are. We're getting there, only 20 more minutes. Did you watch the entire video? Let me know in the comments below that you watched the entire video. Just for curiosity. Just for fun and games, y'all. Y'all like games, don't you? I like games. They're so random. Well, sometimes they're random. Depends on how much skill it takes in a game. We inked around that phrase, whatever that one is. Two more days. Oh, like that bird image. I love the angel on the cloud like that, y'all. Sweet stuff. is home. Interrupt is home. I still can't see the tail end of the video. Holy smokes. 20 more minutes. There's a lot of 20 minutes in this one, isn't there? Oh, that's so pretty. Y'all, some of these little single page spreads just came out so cute. I tried to use the, when you could see two spreads at one time, I tried to make them cohesive. Not like when you flip the page. There's just no telling what you're going to get when you flip the page. This one gets a paper clip. We just stick a piece of lace on a little regular office size paper clip. Because I wanted something. There's something. There it is. Something. If you're on that part of the video with me. Last little spread page. Oh, ta-da! It's time for the flip. Are you flipping out already? Look, listen. I would say I could put a signature in the middle, but really when you close up the journal, you can see that there's not going to be a whole lot of room for any extra inserts that I put in there. So I'm just going to show you the pockets if you're at that part in the video. If you're not, I'm sorry, I don't know. Sweet, y'all. It does just make me happy. There will be a photo montage, so hang in there. 20 more minutes to go. And on the back of all those little things is, just empty space for journaling. So we can talk about how wonderful our voiceover went on the video. Extra pocket. Look at all these pages to write notes. Oh, I should put this in my purse. Oh, write grocery lists and stuff on it too. Tight closed. Yep. Okay. Mistied. Not tie-dyed. Mistied. Can I see the end of the video yet? Still can't see the end of the video. Holy cows. See, it's a pocket. Some of the images are pockets. This one's got a faux letter in it. I've used the faux letter on other things because I like that faux letter. Graphics fairy. Love that horse. Actually, love many things of it. Just love lots of stuff about this journal, y'all. Including the 20 more minutes. Oh, we're getting close to the photo montage. Those cherries are so funny. I like cherry pie, y'all. Just saying. I also like pickled cherries, but you can't get them down here in the South. That's a northern thing from when I was a child. I'm a Yankee. In the South. Southern Yankee. Okay, so I'm going to do this now because I don't know when it's coming on your video. Photo montage. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your extremely valuable time, especially your 20 minutes, last 20 minutes, 20 times ago. Your kind comments, your likes, your thumbs ups, your shares, your subscriptions. If you've not done so, I'd like to take a moment to invite you to subscribe. Click the bell for notifications if you have your account set up to receive said notifications. Don't you love those spreads, y'all? I do. I'm going to pet this one for a while. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.